Thank you. Mr. Strong.
Thank you, Chairman Womack and Ranking Member Clyburn, for holding this hearing today. I'd also like to thank the subcommittee staff for their hard work. It does not go unnoticed. Mr. Rocheleau, thank you for being here today. My district in North Alabama is home to Huntsville International Airport. I'm proud to say Huntsville has been named the best small airport in the country for the second consecutive year. Airports can find it difficult to plan long-term infrastructure projects when they don't have clarity on funding timelines or FAA approvals. Mr. Administrator, has the FAA considered establishing response deadlines for project approvals, allowing them to move forward if no determination is issued within a set time frame?
So yes, sir. I know by law, and let me just say, I've been to Huntsville a number of times, both in the Air Force and within the FAA, and it's amazing how Huntsville's grown. With respect to timelines specifically, I know that reauthorization requires that deadline to be 45 days. In addition to that, we have the NEPA requirements, which is a year for an environmental assessment and then 2 years for the EIS, so the environmental impact statement. And we work closely to that within the airports division.
Thank you. I serve on as the co-chair of the Army Aviation Caucus alongside Ranking Member DeLauro. I would like to express my deepest sympathies for those impacted by the horrific collision at DCA on January the 29th. In the aftermath, the Army's use of automatic dependent surveillance broadcast, affectionately known as ADSB, transponders and information communicated to the DCA air traffic control has come under focus. Reports from more recent close calls have highlighted that even through Army aircraft have been transmitting ADSB information and haven't deviated from approved flight paths. Air traffic control has issued go-arounds to commercial airliners because they have been unsure of the helicopter's position. Mr. Administrator, does air traffic control utilize ADSB data for deconfliction of aircrafts at DCA? If so, is it the sole means of tracking aircraft, or does it use a mix of different systems?
Yes, sir. We use a mix of systems. We in fact use ADSB. We also use radar, and we use visual separation as well as appropriate.
Does using the mixed systems, does this create an ability or degrade ATC's ability to ascertain the aircraft's position?
I think the multiple systems offer the controllers the ability to manage the airspace as efficiently but safely as possible.
Despite previous actions to increase funding for the FAA's Office of Commercial Space Transportation, the industry still faces long delays in licensing for launch and reentry. What is the FAA's strategy to streamline licensing while maintaining public safety? Are there any specific tools or systems the FAA is investing in to ensure regulations don't ground our space industry?
So I'm very excited about the commercial space industry, and it's certainly one of the areas that I've been focused on in coming back to the agency. We did 142 launches last year. We're expecting close to 200 this year, and it's really an exciting time to be. With regard to what we're using to streamline, so we recently issued Part 450, and we are working with the space operators to better understand how we can do that more efficiently going forward. And with respect to airspace, we use what we call the Space Data Integrator. So our air traffic people work very closely with the launch operations to make sure that we can minimize the time that we need to open the airspace for the launches so that we can have smooth transitions between commercial airlines and commercial space launches.
What steps is the FAA taking to integrate space launches into the National Airspace Center effectively? I know you've mentioned a couple there.
Yes, sir. So the Space Data Integrator that's located out at the FAA's Command Center is really a key element of that, because as we see normal air traffic operations within the system, and we see the increase in space launch operations themselves, we want to make sure we deconflict first and foremost, and second, minimize the impact to the traveling public through airlines.
Thank you. I know that Chairman Cole and Chairman Womack mentioned this. You look at this budget, it is not a budget that is divided partisan. $4 billion for equipment account, $1 billion for modernization of telecommunication network, radar replacement program, hiring and training, add 2,500 new ATC. That's what America is looking for. We want to be sure it's safe. I thank you for your efforts, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thank you. Mr. Quigley.